Welcome to the show. The following video is a re-upload from Macabre Labs, link in the description. We got a little bit of feedback on the last one of these, so today we brought back Volume 2 of Fictional Characters, Real Names. Some of you knew the ones we had in our last list, but let's see if you guys knew all the ones from this list. Those that have already watched Volume 1 have heard this before. There are so many new fictional characters introduced to us all the time, be it through a TV show, cartoon, or other form of media. Many times, these mostly beloved characters are introduced to us using just one name. But as usual, around here we decided to do some digging and see if we could uncover the truth and see if anybody had a dirty little secret. So, without further ado, let's start our list off with Guy Smiley. Guy Smiley, for those who don't know or remember, is the game show host character on Sesame Street. Although he does go by other names, his real name was revealed in the episode where the game show Beat the Time is shown. We find out his name is Bernie Liederkranz. And I probably butchered that. Even though this series is not about monotony, let's talk about Monopoly. The policeman, to be specific. Have you ever wondered what the real name of the policeman that takes you to jail in the board game Monopoly is? Well, according to our research, his real name is Officer Edgar Mallory. And if you thought that entry was crazy, you're going to go nuts for this next one. Let's talk about Mr. Peanut, the Planter's Peanut guy. Now we have the Planter's Peanuts mascot, and you may be thinking his name is Mr. Peanut. While that is what I said, this has become an informal name, as his true name is Bartholomew Richard Fitzgerald Smythe. I'll go ahead and reveal the mystery of this next entry, as we only added it to fill a little time. Fred from Scooby-Doo. This entry is a little more well known, so we're just going to keep it short and sweet. Fred from Scooby-Doo's real name is Fred Jones. Most of you, I'm sure, already knew that. Now, before you commenters go poo all over our comments section, let's talk about the only poo that matters, Winnie the Pooh. That's right. You guessed it, our favorite bear, Winnie the Pooh, is next on our list. And there is some debate whether his real name is Edgar or Edward Bear. But either way, we love this honey-loving guy. Hello, Kitty. Hello Kitty was born in the suburbs of London, England, and is described as being 5 apples high and weighs in at 3 apples. Apparently she's a Smurf. Anyway, her birthday is November 1st, and her official name is Kitty White. Now, if you're thinking you want to debate some of these things, we'll just see you in Night Court, where we'll introduce you to our friend Bull. In 1984, there was a sitcom about a courtroom named Night Court. It was the beginning of many actors and actresses' careers of the time. Today, we bring you Bull Shannon, the bailiff from this show. Bull was an extremely tall man with an even bigger heart, and his full name was Aristotle Nostradamus Bull Shannon. Do you ever notice how these lists are sandwiched together like certain cookies? Maybe the Keebler elves would have something to say about that. I wonder who they are. There are many elves in the Keebler tree, but one of them is the head elf. You know the one, as he has been training new elves for years. We're talking, of course, about Ernest J. Ernie Keebler. In addition to being the head elf, he's also known to be the friendliest of all elves. I guess that's why he's good for management. Now, you youngsters might have to go ask your parents about this next one, but we're going to talk about the one and only Bullwinkle. From 1959 through 1964, there was a cartoon on the ABC network called The Bullwinkle Show. This featured one of our favorite characters, Bullwinkle J. Moose. The show featured Bullwinkle and his sidekicks solving crimes and chasing bad guys. Fun fact, the J in Bullwinkle J. Moose is for Jay Ward, the creator of the show. Social justice volunteers may want to just go ahead and back up off me on this one because I didn't make the name. Let's talk about Heifer. This character was Rocco's best friend in an animated series called Rocco's Modern Life, which premiered on Nickelodeon in 1992. Heifer was raised by wolves that were trying to fatten him up to eat him. However, they fell in love with him and decided to keep him. He didn't even know he was adopted until Rocco spilled the beans. Partially because of his adoption, his full name is unique and long. His name is George Heifer Tobias Jamal Wolf Jr. If you don't believe me, check out the show for yourself and see all of his funny antics. Is your Timmy stuck in a well? You know who to call. Lassie! As I'm sure you all know, there was more than one Lassie. But did you know that there were 11 Lassies? That's right, 11. We wanted to know about the very first Lassie. His name was Pal, and he was Lassie from June 4th, 1940 to June 18th, 1958. Our next entry won't give you any strawberry schmiggles, but he did inspire it. Let's talk about Lucky Charms. Most people know the iconic mascot from the Lucky Charms cereal as Lucky the Leprechaun. And this is partially correct. However, he is also known as Sir Charms and was originally known as LC Leprechaun. Our last entry for this video was, again, put here specifically to fill up time, as you probably already know it, but Yogi Bear's girlfriend. Now, Yogi himself first appeared on the Huckleberry Hound Show in November of 1958. He quickly rose to popularity, and thus his girlfriend was created, and her name was Cindy Bear. She is very much against most of Yogi's schemes. Well, that's about all the time we have for today. We hope you enjoyed hanging out with us and learning about some characters' names that have been around for years. I've been your host, Mr. Bats, and this has been Fictional Characters, Real Names, Volume 2. Join us next time for another episode. For now, though, think for yourselves. Keep it creepy. Hey, thanks for checking out our video. If you enjoyed this one and would like to see more of our weird, creepy, odd, eccentric, or strange content as soon as it comes out, please feel free to click like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more. We'll see you later. Keep it creepy.